demonstrate your love for your husband or your wife? That's the question we're going to look at today. Do you demonstrate the love that you have for your spouse? Hi, my name's Kelly, and I'm a pastor, police chaplain, and marriage coach and published author. Just came out with my book. It's called Turn It Up: How to Have the Lifelong Marriage That You Really Want. So today's question is this, do you demonstrate the love that you have? A lot of us feel love, that we know that we love our spouses. We know that we love them and care for them. We have that emotion, but let me tell you that love is more than just a feeling. Love is a verb. Love is an action word, and love must be expressed, and here's the key, demonstrated. Of course, the example of this is God and his love for us. Romans 5:8, one of my favorite Bible verses, says this, but God demonstrated his own love for us in this, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. You see, how do you know if somebody really means what they say, right? Because I could say, I love you to my wife, and I could promise her that I'll always be there for her, and for the rest of my life, I'm going to be faithful, and I'm going to love her, et cetera, et cetera. I could promise those things, and actually, absolutely, making those promises and verbalizing your love is critical and very important. But you then have to follow up your words with your action. You see, how do you really know if somebody means what they say? Because we can say a lot of things and not really mean it. How do you know when somebody means what they say? It's when they follow up their words with their action. So God didn't just say he loved us, he demonstrated it by sending his son Jesus, who died on the cross and rose again. And now we can have a relationship with God, we can be forgiven of our sin, and we can have the gift of eternal life. That's what God did for us. And guess what, ladies, gentlemen, we need to do the same thing for our loved ones, for our spouses, for our kids, for everyone else in our lives. Don't just say you love them, demonstrate it, okay? So that's what God did. Or another way to look at it is using the word express. I need to express my love by my actions. I need to demonstrate. I need to follow through with what I say by what I do. So the big question, in fact, before I tell you how to do that, let me just say one of the common problems that I solve and with couples in marriage coaching is this, that the wife doesn't feel loved. Yeah. In other words, and sometimes they've been married for years, and she's now at a point where I don't feel loved, I don't feel valued, I don't feel appreciated. And so and the other way they put it is that I don't feel special to my husband. Okay. And then I asked the husband, I'm like, well, what do you feel towards your wife? And he's like, I love her. I care for her. I want to see our marriage succeed. I want to see our relationship get better. He really does love his wife. The problem is he doesn't know how to demonstrate it. And so because he doesn't know how, oftentimes he doesn't do anything. So his love, his feelings, his emotions of love are not expressed. They are not demonstrated. Or then he tries to demonstrate them, and all of those expressions fall flat. They fail. Why? Because he doesn't do it right. He doesn't give it to her or express it in a way that she's going to receive it and feel loved as a result of it. So let me give you one big suggestion or tip here today, tool, if you will, on how to express and demonstrate your love towards your husband or your wife. Okay? It's this. Think about what they want. Not hard, not rocket science. But here's the thing, a lot of times we fail to plan, and when we fail to plan, we plan to fail. So because you're not thinking about it, then it's kind of a last minute, oh yeah, my wife's birthday is today, maybe I better go get her something. Well, now you're scrambling. Now you're panicked. What can I find? What can I do to make her feel special? Because I want to make her feel special and appreciated, but you know what? Oh, okay, well, here's something. Maybe this will work. And maybe it will, but maybe it won't. So what I'm telling you guys is that you got to plan ahead. You got to think about it so that you can go find something that she would really like. Okay. And it's not just about spending lots of money. It's about doing something that was going to communicate what you want, which is that I love you and you are special to me. I want you to feel special and that I love you. So I'm going to express it and demonstrate it. So give you an idea of what I did. Let me brag on myself for a moment. Last week, my wife and I went away to celebrate our 34th anniversary. And my job was to pack the car, get our lunch together, get the sandwiches, get the snacks, and pack the car and then pick her up from her job, and then we were going to head off to the mountains for 3 days. So I got everything together and I started thinking about what else can I do. And actually, I started thinking about it before the day that we left. But the day that we left, because I'd already thought about it, I had my plan. So my plan was to go and get her some roses. So I got the roses, and I got yellow and red roses, because when she first came to join me when I was on the mission field, when our relationship first began, when we first started dating, I gave her a bunch of yellow roses. So, and then she told me, by the way, do you know that yellow means friendship and not love? And I went, ooh, I didn't know that. Anyways, point is that I wanted to remind her of the early days of our relationship, when before we started, just as we started dating. So I didn't buy her just red roses. I bought her yellow and red because I knew that that would bring up a memory. Okay. You see, you put a little thought. You don't just buy, oh, this one looks nice, I think I'll just get a bunch of roses. So anyways, put some thought into it. And so she appreciated the extra sentiment that was there because of the different colors of roses. Then the other thing I did is that my daughter and son-in-law, they have a candle making business, and they make these really beautiful high-end candles that just absolutely are awesome, and they smell amazing. And so I text them and I said, hey, I need a special candle. And you know anywhere that I could get one? And he's like, sure, come on over. So I went over their house and bought a nice candle that I knew my wife would like, and had that in place. Then the other thing I thought about doing was making sure that I packed our Bluetooth speaker so I could hook it up to my phone and we could have some music together. So you see, it's these little things. Now, the other thing, of course, it's our anniversary. So yeah, I got her a card and I got her a gift. But I think she expected that. She didn't expect the flowers, the candle, and the music. Okay. So it's the extra things, it's the unexpected things that you can do that will definitely send the message, hey, honey, I love you and I want you to feel special. Ladies, you can do this for your man, for your husband, and certainly, guys, we need to do it for our wives. So that's my tip for today. Don't just say, I love you. Of course, saying it is a lot. And if you demonstrate it but never say it, you need to start saying it. But most of us, we're pretty good at saying it, but we're not real good at demonstrating it. So I want to encourage you to do both. Don't just say I love you, but demonstrate it and back that up with your words. I've got a whole chapter in my book, Turn It Up, how to have the lifelong marriage that you really want. And so I'm going to put the link at the end of this video on where you can get a copy of my book. And then check out my website, turnitup.coach, and because I've got a lot of videos and articles, and actually a free 6-part video course on how to stop drifting apart in your marriage. It is amazing, and I think you're going to get a lot out of that, because drift happens, but we can turn that around and reconnect with our spouse, and I'd love to give that to you. So check that out on my website. Get a copy of my book. Thanks for watching today. God bless you, and God bless your marriage.